What's up, world? Let me tell you about this beard growth oil I got from 12 tribes on Earth. 8 ounces of oily goodness with a nozzle that prevents sprays and spills, and soft ingredients that make it perfect addition to anyone's morning routine. From coconut to castor, all these oils are hand chosen. After using this herbal blend, the biggest thing I noticed is how soft and how strong my hair was, and how good I feel. Pick up your bottle today and make your beard the star of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Europe has been getting their military equipment from America probably for decades now. Well, because of all the tariffs and things that are going on with Donald Trump not getting along with virtually no one over in Europe, they are now, well, I should say the president of France is now suggesting that European nations no longer buy any military equipment from the US, buy from each other. That's what he's recommending. European nations buy from other European nations and not the US. Mm. America is looking more and more isolated, y'all. So, Europe's growing rift with President Donald Trump, the French lawmaker, this weekend called on the US to give back the Statue of Liberty. Y'all remember that? They were saying, give it back because the Americans chose to side with tyrants, talking about Donald Trump being, a criminal and all, being in office. French President Macron came out and he came up with a more concrete plan to split with Washington. And he is going to convince European states that they have to become more accustomed to buying from anyone but America, purchase European missiles instead of American missiles, purchase European fighter jets instead of American fighter jets. So that's what he is suggesting. Can it work? I think if they work together, it could work. Seriously, if they band together, it could work. Belgium and the Netherlands were planning to buy new F 35s. Portugal was waving to replace F 16s with the next generation of Lockheed Martin fighter jets. And now they are looking at European alternatives instead. Canada's Prime Minister last week ordered the government to buy as many as 88 F 35s. But look like they're planning to get 16 instead, and said they're going to start looking elsewhere. Everybody's looking elsewhere outside of America. And this is not good because this really is showing you that America is becoming more and more isolated in the world. Y'all, they said we are just a week or two away from empty shelves all across this country. There's really not that much time left before we start seeing that. And with Donald Trump not getting along with anyone, it's only going to make things worse. So, Macron, he asked European defense contractors to find ways to reduce costs, but Turkey could prove a major winner of any European decoupling from the US. The leading Turkish drone manufacturer formed a joint venture with one of Italy's biggest weapon manufacturers. Leaders of European capitals are now looking for closer defense ties. So that's all Donald Trump was. I knew this was going to happen, y'all. All of his disdain for other leaders, and Donald Trump don't know how to talk to people. He does not know how to negotiate. You see how Russia-Ukraine negotiations are going, right? According to him, they were close to an agreement. They are nowhere close to an agreement at all. I read this morning that Putin is still resisting any kind of negotiations. So there's no way what Donald Trump is saying and what is actually going on are two different things. And he met with Zelensky at the Pope's funeral. They met and spoke over there. And really, if you go back to that White House video when Vance and Donald Trump were both yelling at Zelensky, he told him that he has tried multiple times to negotiate, and Putin is always refusing any offer. It doesn't matter what offer you put in front of Putin, he rejects it. And he tried to tell Donald Trump and J.D. Vance that back in the Oval Office when they double teamed him. I believe that was like back in March. But Donald Trump is now seeing the light because everything Donald Trump has presented to Putin, he has rejected. He has not accepted anything. So I guess it is what it is. But y'all gonna have to tell me what you think. How do you feel about this French president that's trying to influence all of the European nations not to buy any military equipment that they used to buy all from the US and look within each other and purchase from each other instead? Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.